Welcome back to Next Gen Diecast for groups 5 and 6 of round 1 here in race 2 of the 2021 Next Gen Piston Cup. Let's get ready to introduce the drivers of Group 5. First up, it's number 31, Cam Spinner. Cam is currently 25th in the standings with 9 points. Next up, it's number 19, Danny Suarvez. Suarvez is 23rd in the standings and he has 10 points. And next up, it's number 76, Will Rush. Rush is 20th in the standings, and he also has 10 points. And last up, it's number 61, Tom W. Tom is 9th in the standings with 11 points. These 4 drivers are ready to go racing. For the first race, it'll be Tom W. and Will Rush in row 1. And then in row 2, it is Danny Suarvez and Cam Spinner. And the engines roar as they race down to turn 1. Good battle for the lead. Rush will make the pass on Tom. Here they come through 3 and 4. It's going to be Will Rush taking the first race. Tom second, Suarvez third, and Spinner finishing in 4th. There was some great side-by-side racing going through 1 and 2. But as we've seen over the last few weeks, the high line coming out of turn 2 has had a lot more momentum. And Will Rush was able to use that to his advantage and start out the day with a big win. Will Rush also putting down one of the fastest times of the season, the 4th fastest time with an 8.375. Rush will be on top of the leaderboard after the end of the first heat. He's got 5 points. Tom has 3, Danny Suarvez with 2, and Cam Spinner with 1. I would like to take a second to give a shout out to one of our viewers, Michelle Reed. We want to thank Michelle and each and every one of our viewers for all of the support that you guys have given us since day 1. We really appreciate each and every one of you. So the drivers are back ready to go for Heat 2. It's Will Rush and Cam Spinner in row 1, and then Tom W. and Danny Suarvez will start in row 2. Green flag back out. Rush will lead him down into turn 1. Rush pulling away from Tom. Opens up a big lead. He's all by himself out of turn 4. Rush will win back-to-back races. Tom spins. Contact between Suarvez and Tom at the line. But Tom will hold on to 2nd place. Suarvez 3rd and Spinner finishing in 4th. Another great run for Rush with back-to-back wins and super fast times, both in the low 8s. And I think he may have had a faster time that race had he not got sideways before the finish line. You see the contact between Suarvez and Tom. So after 2 heat races, Will Rush now leading by 4 points over Tom. Rush has 10 points. Tom has 6. Suarvez back in 3rd with 4 points. And then Spinner in 4th with just 2 points. Rough start for Spinner. Just 2 more races to go for Group 5. Cam Spinner and Danny Suarvez will be starting in row 1. And then it's Will Rush and Tom back in row 2. We'll see if Spinner can turn things around. Starting out front. It's a good start for Cam. He'll lead him down into turn 1. Spinner is around. Going into turn 3, there's contact, Rush into the grass. Suarvez making a run. Here they come to the line. It's going to be a photo finish between Suarvez and Spinner. Our timing and scoring system showing Suarvez beat him by 3/1000ths of a second. Rush is over in the grass in turn 3. What a race. Watch Spinner, he gets sideways, and then going into turn 3, Rush gets into the wall. He ends up down in the grass. Suarvez had a big run coming through 3 and 4, and he waits till the last second to change lanes and make his move, and beats him by inches. What a finish at the line. Cam Spinner thought that race was over. I mean, he thought he had won the race, but it was Suarvez waiting as late as possible to make that move, and it paid off for him big time. So now at the end of 3 heats, the standings shake up a bit with Rush getting the DNF in the 3rd race. So Will Rush still leading with 10 points, but Danny Suarvez now just 1 point behind him with 9. And then Tom just 2 points off the lead. He's got 8, and Spinner back in 4th with 5 points. So the final heat for Group 5, it's Danny Suarvez and Tom W. in row 1. And then in row 2, it's Cam Spinner and Will Rush. And the final race is underway. Good race going into turn 1. Suarvez will lead. Tom pulls up right beside him. Here they come into 3. Rush into 2nd. Coming down to the line, it's going to be Suarvez winning back-to-back races. Rush will take second, Tom in third, and Spinner finishing in fourth. It's a great battle for the lead between Swervez and Tom. And then Swervez putting on the block. That opened up the door for Rush on the outside of Tom for him to take second. But it was too little too late to try and make a run on Swervez. So Danny Swervez will win back-to-back races. And that's going to be good enough to give him the win here in Group 5. And he will be advancing on to round 2. Danny Swervez had just 4 points at the end of 2 heat races. He was 6 points off the lead. And he finishes strong with 2 wins, and he's moving on to the next round. Rush finishes second, just 1 point behind. Then it was Tom in third with 10 points, and then Cam Spinner in fourth with 6 points. Well, now it's time to introduce the drivers of Group 6. First up, it is number 35, Ronald. Ronald is currently 26th in the standings with 9 points. Next up, number 117, Spiky Phillips. Phillips is currently 15th in the standings, and he has 11 points. Next up, number 82, Conrad Camber. Camber is currently 14th in the standings with 11 points. And last up, it's number 80, Dan Garcia. Garcia is in the top 5. He's 5th in the standings with 27 points. The drivers are set and ready to go for their first heat. It's going to be Dan Garcia and Conrad Camber in row 1. And Spiky Phillips and Ronald in row 2. And Group 6 is off. Dan Garcia will lead him going into turn 1. Garcia into the wall. He flips. He's still going in reverse. Ronald makes the pass for second. At the line, it's going to be Garcia. Garcia beats Ronald. Phillips with a last-second pass on Camber to take third. What an exciting race to start Group 6. Garcia did a complete barrel roll after hitting the wall at the exit of turn 2. And then he beats out Ronald by half a car length at the line. Phillips the last second pass. We saw Cruz Ramirez do the exact same thing in the first race. She was unable to finish that race, and this time around though, Dan Garcia not only finishing the race but taking the win. And hey, you'll take them how you can get them. It's a 5-point start for Garcia. He'll lead the way. Ronald in second with 3 points. Phillips with 2 points. And then Conrad Camber scores just 1 point. For race 2, it'll be Conrad Camber and Ronald starting out front in row 1. And then Dan Garcia and Spiky Phillips in row 2. Gate drops and we're back racing. Good run for Camber going to turn 1. Ronald on the outside. He'll make the move for the lead. Here comes Ronald out of 4. He'll take the win. Camber spins, and it's Garcia beating out Camber for second. And Phillips with an DNF. He is stuck in the middle of turn 3 and 4. So another super exciting race. Ronald taking the high line and using it to his advantage. Great run out of turn 2 to take the lead. And then he was gone with a blistering lap. And then watch Camber, he spins, and Garcia says, hey, get out of my way. I got to score an extra point. So a super fast time for Ronald. That is the second fastest time this season with an 8.252, just beating out his teammate Jay. And with that win, Ronald ties Dan Garcia in points, but he has the tiebreaker with the faster time. So Ronald will lead, Garcia in second, and then Camber in third with 3 points. And Spiky Phillips at the bottom of the standings with just 2 points. We are set for race 3. It is Ronald and Spiky Phillips starting in row 1. And then in row 2, we've got Conrad Camber and Dan Garcia. And the green flag is back out. Good battle going into turn 1. Ronald and Phillips side by side. Phillips spins. Ronald will lead him coming out of 4. Ronald will win back-to-back races. Phillips second, Garcia third, Camber in fourth. I really thought Phillips was going to make a run and put some pressure on Ronald, but he got loose, hit the wall, spins around, and that let Ronald run away with his second straight win. And then Phillips would come through in second, Garcia, and then Camber. Everyone finishing the race that time around, but with Ronald's back-to-back wins, he is now the points leader with 13. Garcia in second with 10 points. Phillips back in third. He's got 5 points. And then Conrad Camber in fourth with 4 points. Just one more race to go. Spiky Phillips and Dan Garcia will start in row 1. Ronald and Conrad Camber starting in row 2. and the engines will roar one last time today. Garcia with a big lead through 1 and 2. He spins. Phillips will close the gap. Here they come through 3 and 4. Garcia turns it around and he will win. Phillips finishing second, Ronald third, Camber in fourth. It was a great battle between Garcia and Phillips for the win, but watch Camber spin. Ronald says not today. Knocks him right out of the way, scores the extra point, and that one extra point will be good enough to get Ronald through to the next round. Ronald and Garcia tie in points, but Ronald had the tiebreaker with the faster time. So Ronald will be advancing on to round 2. Garcia finishes in second. Phillips finishes down in third, and then it was Conrad Camber finishing in fourth. And here are the updated driver standings. 6 groups into round 1. Danny Swervez and Ronald will be joining the 4 other group winners in round 2. Conrad Camber, Spiky Phillips, and Cam Spinner did not put up enough points today to get themselves into the top 16. And then Chase Racelot and Sheldon Shifter have been knocked out of the top 16. And that will be the end of the road for those 5 drivers here in the 2021 Next Gen Piston Cup. We would like to thank everyone for tuning in to the Next Gen Piston Cup, and we will see you all back here next week. Take care.